today I'm going to be showing you how I make Hawaiian chicken. I know it sounds a little weird because nobody likes Hawaiian pizza or anything like that, but this chicken is so good and delicious, and you should really try out this recipe. So right here I just have some chicken thighs that I already washed, some peppers and onions. You can also do fresh ones. This is just cutting out some thyme, some sliced pineapple. This is what I'm going to be seasoning with: garlic, onion powder, some red pepper flakes for a little kick, parsley, seasoning salt, and black pepper. Let's get into it. You can use whatever part of the chicken that you want. I do suggest not using chicken breast because it can be so dry. But the wings, the drumsticks, and thighs are perfect. As you can see, I do not measure out my seasonings, and it really kind of depends on how much you have, how much chicken you have, how much chicken you're making. So you just kind of like eyeball it, but you can start at a teaspoon each. This is only 8 pieces of chicken here. I'm just gonna mix this together well, and I'm gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes to an hour to really let those seasonings soak in. You can also season the chicken overnight, which would be even better. But yeah, you just want the seasonings to really get into the chicken itself, and then you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and we'll go from there. So here's my chicken after it's all seasoned, and like I said, I'm gonna let this sit for about 30 minutes to an hour. This is how much time I have. If you have more time, then you can let it sit up for up to like 3 hours if you want to. And then I am going to basically preheat my oven, start the chicken baking process, and saute my peppers and onions in some oil. And yeah, you're gonna see all of this, but I'm kind of just letting you know when the chicken is basically almost finished done and just getting some color, you're gonna add the pineapples on top, and after that the chicken is all ready to go. I hope you're enjoying this video so far, and I hope you keep watching. Okay guys, I'm back. So one thing I did forget to mention is that you're going to need some duck sauce. This is the kind I like to use. You could also use the Chinese store duck sauce if you have it and you don't have this. So I'm just going to put my chicken here. I'm just going to lay my chicken into my pan. This is the rest of my seasoning here, so I'm just going to pour that over. And I'm going to cover this down with foil, and I'm going to let this bake for about 30 minutes, and I'll be right back. So guys, I just covered my chicken down with foil, and like I said, I'm going to let this bake for about 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay guys, so my chicken has been in the oven for about 30 minutes now. So right now I have this pan heating, and I'm going to pour some olive oil in the pan. Let that heat up. I'm going to pour some of the peppers and onions, not the whole bag because I only have 8 pieces of chicken, in my pan. Let it saute for a couple minutes. I want them to cook so it's fragrant, but not cook all the way because it's going to finish cooking in the oven. Okay, so my oil has been heating. I'm just going to let this saute just a little bit. I'm going to coat it in the oil. And since these are frozen, it shouldn't really take that long to cook, but I will show you what it looks like when it's done cooking. Okay, so this has been cooking for maybe about 2 minutes, and this is basically what you want. If it's frozen, it does, like I said, it does not take long, but if it's fresh, it may take about 3 to 5 minutes to get it to this state. But now I'm just gonna put this to the side and turn off my stove. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to add this to my chicken. So guys, I just took my chicken out of the oven to check it. It's been cooking or baking for about 45 minutes now. As you can see, it's basically almost done, but it has no color. So I'm going to got my peppers and onions here. Just going to put that over the top. Back in the oven for about 10 minutes, and I'll be back to sauce it up. I am not going to cover this back down with foil. It's not going to be covered. It's just going back in the oven for about 10 minutes. Okay guys, so it's been about 15 minutes. I have my duck sauce here, and using a spoon, I'm just going to spoon out some over each one, just to make sure each one is coated with the sauce. Honestly, you could just pour the whole jar over it, especially if you have like a lot of chicken, but I do not. And since I am a baker, I like to be a little bit more precise with things. So I'm going to go back into the oven with this, and I'm going to let it get a lot more color. It was getting color, but we needed to get more brown. And this whole time it's been baking at 350